nurtures his ego. I would say nurturing the man's ego is very important for women to do, because a man's ego is what makes him get up in the morning. It's part of a man, and it's something that we should never take away from them or never put down. Women who put down their men, you make life worse for everyone in your family by putting him down or telling him that he's not doing enough or not doing good enough, or you don't appreciate whatever he does do.
Most times.
Heidi, I gotta disagree, man, because look at who you're talking to. If women's wants change, women are extremely fickle. Your needs are permanent. I want to be needed.
Well,
because they will want you this week, and then you didn't get your hair cut fast enough, and then they discarded you. So I don't know, bro.
I guess so, but I'm saying as in like you cannot deny that we want to be a circle of attention a lot of the time. Like,
just know that we're not want, or like we're not needed, we're wanted all the time. Or in modern day relationships, I've heard that from a lot of men too. I don't need a woman, I want you here. They cook, they clean, they do everything for themselves as well here in America now. Like they straight up say it. Like, if I want to go get a meal, I can go get a meal.
Men can get away with saying that it's more true for men than it is for women, but even that's cap.
Right.
All right, even that's
ain't
cap.
the same, right?
Do you realize that? I mean, y'all don't realize, but if you don't ejaculate, your body will do it for you. I woke up at 16 years old, like, Daddy, like you understand? We have a need. That is a need. Okay, we need you for that.
I want to share just like a month ago, and I shared this on another panel where we didn't know what was wrong with my car, but it was ultimately the battery, and it was cold outside, and my guy, I mean, of course, he is amazing anyway. That's why I'm engaged to him. Like, I love him. But and I'm like, wait, is this just him or is this guys in general? Guys in general. Y'all tell me, but he did not complain once. He, was a little late to work, and I was like, oh my gosh, puppy eyes. Like, I feel so bad because I know if it was me, I would have been like, ugh, this is the worst, and if I had to call AAA to do what he did, it was going to take like an hour and something. He did not complain once. He actually, on the way back from getting my battery, because I had to stay with my car, he got me coffee, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he has a man cold right now, so he's on one. But besides that, like, he did not complain at all, and I didn't even have to ask him for the extra stuff.
Like I fixed the problem. Like, I was used. Thank you.
Yes.
So you keep saying that we want to be used. It's not as much used. It's more like wanted. We want to be wanted. We want to be affection. Like, we want to feel like we are the circle of attention sometimes. Most times.
Heidi, I gotta disagree, man, because look at who you're talking to. If women's wants change, women are extremely fickle. Your needs are permanent. I want to be needed.
Well,
because they will want you this week, and then you didn't get your hair cut fast enough, and then they discarded you. So I don't know, bro.
I guess so, but I'm saying as in like you cannot deny that we want to be a circle of attention a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the time. Like, it's like, as in the expression, we want to be alpha, right? We never want to be omega. We don't want to be beta. The man always wants to be alpha, is it not? Right?
Not every man is alpha.
I mean, is alpha being the center of attention, or is alpha being the leader?
No, we'll just sum it up to say let's say it this way, Heidi. Every man wants to feel important. We need to feel worthy. We need to feel purposeful.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We want to be worthy. We want to feel like we're worthy. We want to that's why our biological instinct is to provide and to protect for the family.
Yep.
So would you say that a traditional woman makes sure a man feels needed versus a modern woman?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And definitely nurtures his ego. I would say nurturing the man's ego is very important for women to do, because a man's ego is what makes him get up in the morning. It's part of a man, and it's something that we should never take away from them or never put down. Women who put down their men, you make life worse for everyone in your family by putting him down or telling him that he's not doing enough or not doing good enough, or you don't appreciate whatever he does do.
So it's kind of like women want to be complimented for their first physical appearance, and the man he doesn't need to be complimented physically. He doesn't have that need. Doesn't mean that they don't want to be complimented every now and then, but they will prefer to be complimented for what they do. Like, hey, I wouldn't be able to do this if you were not here. For example, it's something so simple. It's just the ego.
So I
That
do
we're
kind of,
complimented the ego.
want to chime in a little bit and piggyback on what Curves and Simply said. I'm going to play the devil's advocate a little bit. Would you say that in the past, a traditional woman was forced to stay in a situation because she didn't need the man? If he was abusive, if he was cheating, if there were things going on that she wasn't okay with, because
Well,
she needed him, she was required. Okay?
the weird part is that I think people say that a lot. It's overused, but they're talking about the outliers, right? Most men were not abusive. Like that never in history has that been the narrative. People were just more family oriented. People involved their actual family in their marriage, right? The church was involved in your marriage. They had more solutions. You see what I'm saying? They had more solutions than they do now. They had more resilience than they do now, and they ultimately understood the impact of tearing your family apart. Today, there's a complete disregard for what that will do, right? Children that aren't a part of a two-parent household in a school system are automatically labeled at risk, right? So, if you told that to a woman in 1950, she'd be like, absolutely, no way. All right, I will work through it.
So if that's the case, then why do the women of old tell their daughters and granddaughters?
I have a question. I have
Don't-
one question. I'm so sorry. We're cutting off each other.
Wait, I didn't get to finish her question. I didn't get her, Kelly. I didn't hear the end of your question.
I was saying, if that was the case, what Trigger Mike just said, then how come the women of old are telling their daughters and granddaughters, don't worry about a man, focus on your career, your own?
That is actually the worst advice that's ever been given.
I agree it's bad advice, but why are they saying that?
Well, it's because of indulgence.
Because we have it so good now, I think.
Exactly. It's indulgence. It's overindulgence in what was available, right? Now you have birth control and all of this. So it's like, indulge a little bit, girl. You have time. Well, out of men and women, only one of us has a biological clock. So that's actually the worst advice they could have gave. And they didn't know that once you pop, you just can't stop. All right. Once one hot girl summer turns into 7. Right. So, yeah.
Facts.
I believe